who's doing it. If one of you is noticeably better, that's a good thing. That's how life should work. If not, GoPro, you have some questions to answer from my attorneys. We have a tiny little action piece of shit battle.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So is it obvious which one is which? Which is the GoPro 10, like $7,000, which is the Akaso Brave 8. 8 brave warriors sent to their death in a GoPro battle of the ages. Who has more dynamic range? Oh, little Akaso. Oh, mi caso, you caso. You know what I mean? So this thing, probably like $41, I don't know. I have a couple gripes with it. A couple big gripes. But I think we have a contender here. We might have 480 frames per second in here. I'm gonna test it. I don't know. Even they say they don't have it. It's a weird conversation I have with the Chinese manufacturers over there at Akaso. But I think they have it. It says 16 times slow-mo, and when you do the math, that's 480p. It's 720p resolution. That's fine. Now before we test the slow-mo versus this guy, I've already done it, but before you get to look at it, let's do a little motion lapse, hyperlapse on my way. How did I get here? It's a very interesting journey. It wasn't interesting at all. I get it. I just took a side street and I turned once. And I crossed the street though, diagonally, but I kept the camera pointing that. Huh? Who is the closer focusing distance? I have some issues with you, little Akaso. Very annoying, but potential. Potential is there. So 5.3K on the GoPro, 4K on you. There's no 24p anywhere to be seen. That hurts, but same with the GoPro right now, till a firmware update blesses our hearts. Will it ever? Doubt it. Dynamic range test, we've already done it. Just repeating myself already. Oh boy. Okay, GoPro takes a little break for now. How's the stabilization? User error strikes again, my friend. It struck pretty hard. I don't know how I managed to turn the stab off, but I did it. I did it, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Sounds like an old phone from 1971. And I had to press that for 3 seconds, by the way. It was time for that, not me. I was thinking maybe because I switched to the hyperlapse, and then when I moved back to regular mode, it turned the stab off automatically, but it doesn't seem to be happening now, so that was 100% user error. That's all on me. That is bad news. Wow. User error is real, my friend. So we have the stab on now. Most of the video is shot without stab and trying to stabilize it in DaVinci, which never works well, so don't blame the Akaso. This is what the stab looks like. It's not very good, but it's better than like most mirrorless cameras. It's not on the level of DJI or GoPro. It's doable. I don't mind it. It's a little shaky, but like real. It's kind of better in some ways. Wow, look at us. The hyperlapse has no stab whatsoever though. That's pretty bad. It's pretty, like, that's the definition of a hyperlapse needs to be hyper stable. And the 8K was even worse. So that leads me to think that the regular hyperlapse had stab. It was just so bad that it was unusable. Here's the 8K time-lapse hyperlapse. Oh, that is beautiful. Look, just look at that piece of art. I keep getting questions. How did you film that? Like, so many people want to replicate it. Who wouldn't? If you fix it with DaVinci stab, then it's even smoother and no artifacts, nothing weird, no warpy stuff ever. This is fantastic. 8K hyperlapse, first ever. Congratulations, Akaso. You've done it. Because it has two modes. One is what you're seeing now, and then there's a super smooth mode that you need the phone app to do. So I'm not even gonna do it because connecting. The app to this was hit or miss. Sometimes it worked. I had to activate it just to update this, just to use it. It locked after 3, but so does the GoPro and the DJI. It's just so annoying because I have a Huawei P40 Pro that can't download the app, so they had to email me a special link, and so then I unlocked it and could use it. But I'm not even trying to download files off this to a phone just for somewhat better stabe. Terrible idea. That's what Insta360 does. You can't even vlog. You have to run it through their app to add stabe, so it's a non-starter for those of us who actually produce daily content. Oh my god, is that Siobhan Salmon? Look who I ran into. Siobhan Salmon.
Yes, sir.
Tech channel. What kind of things do you review?
So I review phones, everyday life stuff, day in the life, you know, sometimes even shoes. It's mostly like tech and lifestyle stuff. So
What do you film with? What's your favorite camera?
A7S3.
Oh, really?
Sony boy.
Yeah.
A7S3. If I'm out vlogging, I rock with a 20mm.
Nice.
Inside I use the 24-70 Sigma.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody go subscribe.
Also, iPhone dropping soon, so I get stuff early from Apple as well. So.
Do you? You have an
Yeah.
Apple connection, so you're getting the iPhone 13? Send a
Before
good
it
word
releases.
my way.
Yes, sir, I'll show you. But yeah, thanks. I'm gonna catch this. So.
All right,
Bro.
peace. It was good running into you, buddy. Oh, wow. That was good to see him. Now, just a little side tangent. You may have not even noticed, but I actually didn't film that today. The oldest trick in the book. I just confidently segued my way into that. You didn't even notice it because I was wearing the same shirt. I think it was a while ago, so likely you didn't even notice. So let's just move on. I told you I'd use that clip, Siobhan. Everybody go subscribe to Siobhan. I didn't even know there was like a big tech YouTuber in Toronto. There's probably 1,500. Cool guy. So one thing, you're hearing some audio. What if this was our audio? What if the Akaso audio was what we wanted? From what God, that wind. This is why we need external audio. It was fine till now. Let's just stop. So Akaso has once again lied to me. They said there was a mic jack. There's dogs everywhere. Let's just say this. 3 times Akaso has reached out to me to see if I wanted to review their camera. The first time it had no mic jack, so I said no. You get a mic jack, we talk. The next time they said yes, this one has a mic jack now. Okay, they sent it to me without a mic jack. No mic, nothing. They have a little USB-C lav mic, didn't send it to me. So I was like, oh. So I just did a tiny little review, crapped all over the camera because it sucked. Now, again, they said, yeah, we got a mic jack, don't worry about it. Where is it? They didn't send it to me. So I have no idea if this could use one, but that's needed. And when it comes to audio, you're just listening. We actually have the GoPro Windslayer on there. Hopefully it's doing something. It actually fits the cage. Not bad. So I've been talking with the Akaso members, and they said the USB-C port is the mic jack. But none of my USB-C lav mics or anything work on it. Like, I've tried 5 different mics and adapters and nothing works. They have one, but it's not in stock. They didn't send it to me. So we get to hear cars. Oh, that's good times. You got a front-facing screen. I can't for the life of me figure out how to turn it on, to flip it. There's a display button. It does nothing. It turns off the back screen or on. There's no amount of double presses, long holds, double taps, double fingered taps, fucking swipes. There's nothing that gets this front screen to go. I touch it. What's the point? How do you turn it on? It's not in the manual. I've emailed them. I asked them, how do you turn it on? Oh, here's the manual. It's not in there. How do you do it? I was trying so many different combo presses. Finally, they said, oh, you just hold the mode button. There it is. Oh, we got it. How does it handle exposure? Right. It's a very cloudy day. These are the worst days for action cams. I'm so sorry, Akaso. You probably could have done much better than this. It was sunny just a second ago, not one cloud in the sky. Now it's all cloud. What the hell was that? Okay, let's see if this 480 frames per second is that. We'll compare it with 240 frames per second. It should be twice as slow as the GoPro's 2.7K. Let's do it. Just on the Akaso Audio 4K 30p, but it has all those interesting modes like 4:3 aspect ratio. That could be fun. And like 180p. Interesting. A bunch of little options in there. I bet that 480p looked fantastic. If it does, you got something, Akaso.
That's me in the corner.
I just tried to switch to 4K 60p, but it has no stabe in it. And a lot of those modes I don't think had stabe, so it's a little switch that you can tap and it just shuts off. And then you go back into your regular mode and it stays off. So you'll forget to do it. You'll forget to turn it back on at some point, but that's a bitch. But it's a budget action cam and it's fantastic. We'll see. I'll look at the footage and tell you if I prefer the color science. I do need a moose. And please remember to film in 30 frames per second when I get home. Don't go 24p. Do it on the Fuji. You can do it. If I'm looking at this thing objectively, like not just because my GoPro 10 is better than this, does this have a place? It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's just, why didn't they send me the audio jack? I could have been so impressed. They said it was in there. And then we would have had like amazing audio, tiny little camera, does 480 frames per second. Who else is doing that? Nobody. Anybody here doing it? No? And it seems unlimited recording. It looks like trash, but it's supposed to. It's meant to. It looked good for trash. If you're just vlogging 30p, it looked pretty stable. The image was sharp. You can lower the sharpness. I should have, but I just wanted to leave it as is. I would definitely bring that down. The dynamic range wasn't very good, but like, if you're just giving this to your 8-year-old skateboarding freak son who ignores you for the rest of the night, he might talk to you in the morning for breakfast as he eats his Pop-Tarts. You bad parent. Give him some fruit, you piece of shit. It's much better than the last Akaso they sent me, so they're making leaps and bounds over there in China. Congratulations. It's a DJI replica. type of thing. It looks just like it. Oh, your phone beeping at my ass. Not bad. It's a big improvement over what they used to have. And just, you gotta fix a couple things. Just put a mic jack, a 3.5mm mic jack in there. A good one too, not a piece of tinny crap. That would be the ultimate little thing. 480 frames per second, improve that so it looks a little better. If you have to cut it to like a 4-second burst, okay. We don't need much. It's unlimited now, so could the quality increase if you knock down the time limit on it? Not bad. And give us 24p. Where's that? That should be in every mode. You're good to go. So thank you for checking my affiliate links down below, even though they don't exist because it's launch day and Amazon isn't ready for it. That's good times. I lose money at every opportunity. Nothing wrong with that. So thanks for stopping by the show, Siobhan, today. It was great to meet you today. And go subscribe to him and thumb up the video and buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. Did you just subscribe? You were already subscribed. You unsubbed. Click it again.